All right, all right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Lin and Lawliet. This game taking place here on Concealed Hill. For everyone who wants to know, this is from the CC's Master Cup 2, and things are getting underway. I got watching your Warcraft 3 since 2010. Wow, there are a lot. That is a long time ago. Um, yeah, I think 2009 was when I officially started casting. And I think I only had like a handful of subs back then. I'm not quite sure when I quote unquote made it big, but then again, I don't think I really have made it big. I've been stuck around 2,000 views per video, even though I have north of 50, 60,000 subs. Which is a little discouraging. If I actually got one view per every sub, that would be amazing. But can't do that all the time on my videos. I know it would help out tremendously. Especially with unexpected expenses. You know, TV broke all of a sudden and we hadn't bought a new TV in like 15 years. We're like, oh, okay, yeah, we can splurge on a new TV. Let's get a new TV. And then the day after I bought the TV, my garage door opener broke. Yeah, that's one of those things where you just don't even realize how nice it is to have a garage door opener until you have to like drive up to your house, turn off your car, get out of the car, go through the side door of your garage, open it, and then be able to just open and then rinse and repeat. So a little bit of my life right there for all of you guys who do care, for all of you guys who are like, hey, you know what, Crota, we just want to know what's happening here. Keeper of the Grove going to be making it out. Don't worry, Seduce Panda, you can get the all right right now, or on YouTube as well. Anyways, things are already opening up. Keeper of the Grove getting a little bit of that experience out of the gate and now making its way out. Blade Master going to go ahead and clear up this Ogre Warrior creep camp. It is going to be Keeper of the Grove versus Blade Master, and maybe Archers and Huntresses. We'll see if Lawliet holds to this particular strategy just like Moon and Foggy does, or if he's going to go ahead and perhaps try and change things up with going Ancients of Lore. Keeper of the Grove is a rather powerful hero, gets up to level 2 on that Keeper of the Grove, and now ready to make its way back out, purposely saving a little bit of mana though by not summoning another pair of Ents to finish off that creep camp. Interesting. Already sitting at level 2 compared to the Blade Master, who is going after this Forest Troll High Priest. It will get taken down rather fast right there. There it goes, picks up the item. I believe it was a Ring of Protection +3, and now finishing off this Ogre Magi and this Forest Troll Trapper creep camp. Interesting to note that this is a 5-4-3 creep camp, so it will give level 2 if it is that first creep camp to be cleared. Blade Master already doing the job to finish off the remainder of the creep camp. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove going after the giant sea turtle here. We're looking at the units just engaging back and forth a little bit more. Going to pick up that Cloak of Shadows and now finish off these remaining sea turtles. This is going to have an impact on the game later if you're able to take away your opponent's creeps. That Shadow Hunter that comes out later, or Tauren Chieftain, is not going to be able to level up as easily by itself. We do remember this is Concealed Hill. There are fountains of health in the corners of the map, and with those fountains of health in the corner of the map, it opens up new healing possibilities for that Blade Master and that Orc army. Alright, Grunt gonna go ahead and try and chase here. Huntresses are already out. We're gonna see a little bit of damage being done. Blade Master gonna get another easy slice and dice and still cut the tomato, as the Keeper of the Grove now making its way around the map. Alright, what is going on here? There's just a little bit of a game of chase. We are sitting, the game is between Lin and Lawliet. Maybe I should change that up there to show who is actually playing, but you can't read the Chinese. I will go ahead and change that so that you guys can see that it is between Lin and Lawliet. My scrolling ticker just doesn't look nearly as nice. Unless you guys want it once more, I can add that back in a little bit later. All right, Let's take a look. Keeper of the Grove is sitting at, well, level 2, almost level 3. Blademaster already running all the way back here where there's that Windwalk speed. Meanwhile, where is that Keeper of the Grove? Keeper of the Grove is off over here. Did he Staff of Teleportation? Yes, he did. Able to get to where the Huntresses are and now finishing off the remainder creep camps rather nicely. Blademaster was having a hard time trying to find where his opponent was. And, well, the Blademaster trying to engage a 1-on-4 fight. Not going to work out well, especially as the Huntresses are already there. Coming back through that one Blademaster, gonna perhaps pick up some additional items. Yes, there's that Staff of Teleportation for himself, although it may not work out well. Keeper of the Grove with the Cloak of Shadows. That was a potential trap right there. You can take a look. There's that Keeper of the Grove with an Owl Scout, or an Owl Sentry, or Sentinel, excuse me. Get my names right. Sentinel able to make its way out. Meanwhile, we are looking at the Shadow Hunter already out on the field too. Shadow Hunter here, ready to go, going to try and clear out. However, it is a Goblin Alchemist for, well, for the Night Elf armies. So classic strategy, Alchemist and Keeper of the Grove. And when I say classic, I do mean since 1.31, as the Blademaster trying to put some pressure in here, unable to do so. Alchemist drops an Acid Bomb, able to really clear out, and a Peon purposely brought over to try and clear up some of those Owl Sentinels. A new one should be thrown down here pretty quickly, as the Keeper of the Grove does get to level 3. Keeper of the Grove at level 3. Alchemist is sitting at level 1. Is he going to be able to get the item in the back? Nope, there is no item at all, as the units are now making their rounds out once more. Alright, Blademaster, Shadow Hunter going to try and clear. Are they going to actually be spotted by the Huntress army? There you are. And are we going to see, there goes that Wind Rider. Wind Rider, normally a very, very good call here, but the Alchemist has a melee attack, but is also ranged. Actually, that's interesting. That's something I want to know. I know that this is technically melee, and so Vampiric Aura Vampiric Aura works for melee attacks only, but even if you have a range melee attack, just like, say, Siege Giants, you can still get reflected damage with Reinforced Burrows, which would make me believe that you could also heal up like that as well. With that said, then, if you have a range attack, if you are classified as melee, but then you use your auto attack in the air against Wind Riders, and that is technically a projectile, does it still give you that Vampiric Aura bonus? Alright, someone will have to research that for me. I would assume no, like maybe there's a different classification for ground attacks versus air attacks. Blademaster is going to be able to teleport out. Yes, he will, down to 133 hit points. Uses up a healing salve right there to regenerate back those hit points. Back across once more. Well, there goes that Ogre Lord using that trick to try and trap him into a tough position. Got to test in World Edit then. Yeah, let us know. Test in the World Edit, or if anyone wants to, is extremely curious, test that and let me know if Vampiric Aura attacking an air unit on a classification such as the Alchemist, who has a melee attack, still is able to regenerate hit points. Alright, Null Overseer going to get taken down. I guess we should also check if orbs do the same thing, say, on a melee unit. Tree of Life already now being positioned and walking on over. That expansion attempt was already scouted out by Lawliet, no, by Lynn, excuse me. My goodness, I'm forgetting everything already. By Lynn, as we're making our way back down here, going to go ahead and clear up this Fountain of Health. Alchemist on the move. Huntresses here ready to go. They're going to go ahead and clear up this Murloc creep camp, but this is not a very good use of time. We're going to see the Orc army really catch up here, getting level 3 on the Shadow Hunter and on that Blademaster as they clear out this one Fountain of Health. Blademaster dangerously low on hit points, should perhaps be, well, there's 270 hit points right there off of that quick healing wave, as we are going to see this Fountain of Health providing extra hit points for this Blademaster and these Wind Riders. Alright, catching up in the overall experience race right there. However, Lawliet is very happy to know that he has a base already coming. Archers to be added, going into low upkeep. is the red Night Elf. Lawliet going into low upkeep as he wants to, well, entangle this gold mine and get the economic advantage here in just a moment. Ancient Protector is about ready, is about done. Meanwhile, the Blade Master wandering around does have a Cloak of Flames, and that's going to be a very big telling sign that he cleared out what's it called already. He cleared out of Fountain of Health. Archer going to go ahead and retreat all the way back here. Meanwhile, Huntresses are perhaps going to try to go after these rock golems. Nope, not going to do so, as the Blade Master now we're going to go ahead and just harass from the back here. All right, standing next to that Blade Master is hazardous to your health. One more shot should do it. Does he have Boots of Speed? No, he does not. Is he going to get it in time? Yes, he will, as that Archer falls. Meanwhile, this Mass Archer Army 1-0 upgrades are available. You can take a look. There is that level 1 weapon upgrade in that corner, as we are also going into, well, a Pit Lord. All right, a Pit Lord, an interesting hero coming in from the Blade Master's side. A Pit Lord, well, and that Howl of Terror greatly reduces the amount of damage that the archers and the huntresses do. Now, Blade Master going to try to go after all these back units again. Archer is going to be able to get away. There's a healing spray, well, unable to take it down though, as level 2 healing spray apparently enough to keep the well, to keep an archer alive, even though a Blade Master is trying to slice and dice it. Level 3 Blade Master, Ring of Regeneration and Potion of Healing transferred to that Pit Lord, as that Pit Lord may be diving on in to, well, unknown scenarios. Interesting strategy as a Pit Lord third for the Orc army. Perhaps this is in anticipation for, well, the less effect or the nerfs to this upcoming Tauren Chieftain. Blade Master going to go ahead and try and finish off. There is a quick Dust of Appearance, and that will get taken down. There was an Owl Scout dropped right there, and the Blade Master just walked close enough to that frog, long enough to take it out. Meanwhile, making our way back down, Army of Archers is right here. Are we going to perhaps get a strange... Oh, there you go. They're trying to get into position as that Pit Lord all of a sudden walks into a trap with Shadow Melt, Lightning Shield, Healing Wave, Ring of Regeneration, exactly what you need on that Pit Lord. Pit Lord is completely surrounded, but taking and dealing so much damage. Another Healing Wave? No, not enough. And that is going to be coming in. What nerfs are happening to Tauren Chieftain? Heresy, the Keeper of the Grove, going to continue to try and fight back here. Lightning Shield, is it going to be enough? Wind Riders trying to poke down units, and the Blade Master still trying to deal damage to the Keeper of the Grove. We're looking at a beautiful, well, a beautiful Shadow Meld trap right there with the Keeper of the Grove and the Alchemist. The Archers and also that Huntress was just able to do so much and trapping down that Keeper of the Grove there. Blade Master finally gets its target. Blade Master going to go ahead and teleport out of that sticky situation. However, a number of grunts could end up getting taken down. There goes one grunt. Another grunt could get taken down right there. 74 hit points. They're trying to get in a little bit of that damage, that faster movement speed. Acid Bomb right there. But, well, nope. No, that was not an Acid Bomb attack. That was just an auto attack in the air against that Wind Rider. What nerfs are happening to the Tauren Chieftain? Both the Tauren Chieftain and the Mountain King are getting their Stomp and Thunderclap to slow down, or the stun and the cooldown is being increased so that you cannot pretty much infinitely stun an army. All right, Howl of Terror finally being brought over. Pit Lord resurrected very quickly. 51 supply compared to 64 now, as we're finally in low upkeep for the Orc. We're looking at the Hunters are trying to trace down units and able to do exactly that. Pit Lord low on mana, unable to cast any more Howl of Terrors, as there are some mass detonations. Alchemist trying to get away. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability not picked up in time, as the Alchemist also falls as well. No hero left for the Night Elf army, as the units are now making their way back. All right, one Shaman escaping with 2 or maybe even 1 hit points. Natural regeneration for the save. All right, Pit Lord, however, even though there are no heroes, you cannot just allow your units to just fight their way out of here. Are we going to see? Oh, there is some more cleave. Blade Master, there's Dust of Appearance, going to go ahead and try and break it down, finishing off one Huntress. Damage being brought back through, and there is a little bit more healing. That Pit Lord still alive somehow, down to 53 hit points, down to 26. It finally goes down. The Shadow Hunter unable to do any real healing there, as the Pit Lord again falls at level 1. However, no heroes were in play to get that experience, and this is not how the game can go for Lawliet. Lawliet did have his expansion up first and looked like he was controlling that game extremely well, laying a trap for Lin that he's just easily walked into. However, it looks like the tables have turned. Keeper of the Grove now back out onto the field. Alchemist now back out onto the field as well. Gonna drop that pendant of energy and then, well, get all that mana back up and make its way back out. Just watched the Tavern Heroes Brawl tournament yesterday. It was very fun to watch. Glad you guys, I'm really glad that WarCraft 3 is still in the conversation of games. I'm hoping that the community can really rally around it and embrace it. Now, it goes, some people think like, you know what, if you just make the prize pools bigger, then people will play. That's not necessarily the case. People also want a great and challenging game. And that goes to show with like people leaving Overwatch to join Valorant. They people want like competitive games with high, easy ability to learn but high skill caps. So we'll see what that's going to be like. Also, Valve's next project, which is most likely going to be replacing Counter-Strike as well. That's going to be interesting to see, as we'll see if even Blizzard stays relative or relevant in the conversation of esports. They are the ones that really started to set things up, but it looks like well, Riot may be taking that crown away from them. Meanwhile, back down over here, Blade Master going to try and engage, going to go after some of those units. Cloak of Flame still doing its thing. Healing Wave coming back around. Grunt's now trying to join in on the fight. Ents now joining in as well. Howl of Terror isn't going to be used. It should be used right here. There is some massive cleaves coming back across. 63 supply compared to 62. Uneven fight as the Huntresses are just pretty much running around everywhere. Alchemist going to end up getting surrounded again. Lightning Shield on a Grunt as it tries to retreat. The Shaman in the back are trying to get some purges down. Grunts are just getting absolutely pelted to death in the back here. No easy dispels as the Alchemist finally says, you know what, I don't want to stick around, and be able to pull back. Bloodlust on the Pit Lord. Yeah, fast attacking, cleaving Pit Lord, dealing a lot of damage there. No claws of attack though on that Pit Lord, as we're gonna see this fountain off over here get finished off. Well, the Pit Lord can't really engage against it. There are Grunts down here. Perhaps a Wind Rider or two will be able to join in on the fight. We are looking into Tauren as well to go Pit Lord third versus Night Elf. Well, if you know that your opponent's army is going to be rather highly consistent of archers, the Pit Lord and Cleave is actually a great choice. The reason why is archers naturally have that magic resistance. So normal AoE damage, AoE damage is magic. Stomp, Thunderclap, Blizzard, all of those things, Lightning Shield, all of that type of damage is magic based, so they do take reduced damage. However, the Pit Lord's Cleave is actually still physical, so if the Pit Lord gets next to those archers and starts dealing damage, it becomes very apparent that archers only have 260 hit points, and they end up melting very quickly. WarCraft 3 is doing alright. It's like Smash Brothers, I think. A little bit niche, but still awesome and very competitive. It is just like that, and I think what Lado also talks about that very often. Staff of there's the Pit Lord already diving on here, going to try to make its way back out, perhaps try to find some easy targets. Tauren going to easily get taken down as it is surrounded, but the Pit Lord can still do a lot of terrible damage. Pit Lord trying to cleave his way out of the situation here, getting in a lot of damage across multiple units. Alchemist's healing spray, however, counteracting much of that cleave damage as we see Scroll of Protection being used to try and stop that Pit Lord. Devotion Aura also on the Pit Lord as well. Massive damage on both sides. Army sizes are about even as that Pit Lord with that Cloak of Flames dealing so much damage, and you're going to see, wow, that Pit Lord get up to level 3 because of that Cloak of Flames right there. More damage coming across as the Scroll of Town Portal finishes. Cleave and Cloak, so much damage. The Pit Lord could have done more damage by standing next to the archers, but with the amount of time that Pit Lord was standing next to the Huntresses, you really start to see all of this start to chip and fade away. Bloodlusted Tauren and this Pit Lord dealing massive damage right there. That Pit Lord, well, with Bloodlust, so much mana ready to go, but then Shaman with no easy way to get additional mana back into the Shaman for that Orc army. There's going to be a little bit of a reprieve as the Night Elf army is going to, well, use these Fountains of Health as well. 66 supply compared to 64. Army sizes are about the same, 52 compared to 48. The Blade Master and this army going to try and engage, and here we go. Pit Lord looking to back up here, doesn't want to try and fight, but this is not a great spot to be in. There's that Howl of Terror, Swirl of Protection already being used. Bloodlusted Tauren Pit Lord in that front line, pulverized, also being thrown down, as well as the Pit Lord. The Pit Lord can actually be even more scary if it actually got Lightning Shield. Meanwhile, units off to the back here. Kodo Beast trying to get away as we're looking at the Shadow Hunter unable to escape. Shadow Hunter, trying to duck, dive, and dodge his way out of that bad spot there. Hex right there, Healing Spray, going to keep those units alive. Blade Master going to try and Wind Walk push. No, just transfers a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability around, and now continuing to fight as well. Blade Master, Shadow Hunter going to continue to push their way through. Tauren are right there. Where is that Pit Lord? The Pit Lord really needs to be joining in on this fight, as the Blade Master may be able to push this Shadow Hunter out. No, Shadow Hunter going to have a very bad day indeed. It gets taken down. Level 5 now. Blade Master gets to level 5. Is it going to find the last Alchemist? No, it will not. Damage standing next to that Pit Lord is going to be hazardous to your health again, and there is the GG. GG by Lawliet. Lin taking the game, even though Lin lost his Shadow Hunter. So it felt like that was just a premature GG. It still felt fairly even, but the overall score is showing that the Blade Master and that Pit Lord was starting to really be able to pull ahead. A 1,000 experience difference between the two armies, and well, I believe the Alchemist was about to fall, and or that Keeper of the Grove. He lost way too much trying to kill that Shadow Hunter. Exactly. I think that Pit Lord would also be a beast on level 4. That is definitely true, reducing the amount of damage, and I'm liking this introduction and use of all of these other heroes. A great game right there. I thought Lawliet's use of Shadow Meld and the Cloak of Shadows to do a couple of surprise tactics surrounding that Pit Lord early and taking it down. But in the same breath, at the same time, the Pit Lord was only level 1. The resurrection time was rather fast, and the Pit Lord fell at like level 1.2 and then 1.9. So it really wasn't out of action for very long. Once the Pit Lord got Howl of Terror, I don't believe it fell again, as Howl of Terror is in itself a survivability ability, as any units that try to surround the Pit Lord end up dealing less damage, giving more time for the Shadow Hunter to heal and the Blade Master to push things around. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.